What is up, Cowboy Nation? Uh, Welcome to another little DCU video. I'm Charlie Moffitt. You can find me at Dallas Cowboys Uncensored on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Facebook. I got a group and a page. Before we get started, hit the like button or the dislike button. Leave a comment if you will. Uh, Check the banner out. Go to twistedgorilla.com. Save 15% on any purchase with the code Rocket15. They got some pretty cool shirts there. Cowboy shirts, sarcastic, funny shirts, all kinds of shit. Go check it out. But let's go ahead and get started and talk about this game we had today with the Giants. There's a lot about the offense I'm going to talk about. That's the whole reason I'm doing this video. But we'll talk about the good first. The defense. Defense played great. No bitch about the defense. That's it. I don't have nothing else to say. They was lights out today. They've been lights out for the actually past 3 to 4 weeks, but the last 2 weeks fucking really been dominating. And that's nice to see. That's good to see. I'll get a little bit more to them at the end. Kind of how the offense is playing compared to them. But let's get started on the offense. Let's go with Dak first. Of course, there's a lot of anti-Dak people out there. I've been real critical of Dak the past 5, 6 weeks. But I have no criticism in this game. Did he play perfect? Nah. Did he play as good as he did early in the season? No, but he improved. He looked better than he has. Jerry Jones said it the last 4 or 5 games. He looked better than he did the last 4 or 5 games. And I agree. And that's not often I agree with Jerry Jones. He had a positive EPA, which is hard to do when you have the drops that you have and you're running so many fucking wide receiver screens. He had a positive CPOE, which is hard to do when you have the drops that you had, and the wide receiver screens. But yeah, he's improved. He was to me, he was a bright spot on the offense today, which gives me a little hope that we're maybe have a chance to get this shit straight in the next 3 games. With that said, overall, the offense still does not look good. For 6, 7 weeks, people have been freaking out about it. I haven't freaked out. I just said, hey, we got 6 weeks left. We'll get it straight. Hey, we got 5 weeks. We got it. We'll get it right. Hey, man, we still got 4 weeks. We'll be fine. Well, now it's not still. Now, to me, it's only. We went from still having 5 weeks, still having 6 weeks to only having 3 weeks. I'm not 100% full panic mode, but I'm about 85% panic mode. It just doesn't look right. Just the offensive play calling more has been, to me, awful is probably a nice word to say. The wide receiver screens he's fell in love with. I get some of the reasons because of the defense, but this is the thing. First of all, I hate wide receiver screens. I've never liked them. Part of the reason is because we've never really been good at them. Second reason is I'm not really a big fan of any passes at or behind the line of scrimmage. I think they're a waste of time. I understand you got to run them to keep the defense honest, but run 1 or 2 here, that's great. But we're running them way, way too much. I know they're an extension of the run game, but if you're going to run that many wide receiver screens, just run the fucking ball. And I'm not a run the fucking ball guy. And I'm telling you, run the fucking ball if you're going to run that many wide receiver screens. It's kind of a lot of nonsense going on. Wide receivers, they're getting clamped down. They're not getting open. When they are, specifically CeeDee Lamb is dropping balls. Drop balls means a lot. You drop a 7-yard pass, that's 7 yards that you don't have now. Some of them would go for further. Some might be a touchdown if you break a tackle. So that's big. So some of the offense not looking good is that there's some drop. We talk about drop killers like sacks and negative plays. Well, drops are drop killers too. When you got 2nd and 10 and you get a 15-yard drop, that goes from instead of 1st and 10, now you're 3rd and 10. And that's not a good thing. Offensive line maybe looked a little better. Connor Williams, got to give him props. I was always against pulling him. I thought it was a knee-jerk reaction. I'm glad he's back in. I thought he played well. Of course, I didn't look at all 22. I just got to watch the game film. So, but I don't think it's going to change my mind once I watched all 22. They maybe improved a bit, but I wasn't totally happy with them. Uh, yeah, it's just overall the reasoning on it. There's some people out there. This irritates me. That we're holding stuff back. This is the problem what I have with holding stuff back. This started about 6 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago when we started playing AFC teams. And the whole thing, well, we're holding back because it's AFC teams, and we're not wanting to show the Giants and the Redskins and the Saints and people that count, you know, for wins and losses, for tiebreakers and shit. We don't want to show them too much. Well, it didn't make sense to me back then because they was already showing that they was going vanilla. They wasn't even running shit that they ran in the first 7 weeks. So my thing is, I understand the part of not showing anything extra. Don't show nothing that you haven't shown. I get that. Try to save that. But not showing shit that you've already ran, that makes no sense. Fast forward and now, we're playing them teams, and people are still using the same excuse. Well, we're holding back because they're not that good at teams. But this is the problem I have. Same thing. It's one thing to go to vanilla it down, to go, to go real dumb on it. But it's all but you can still use the plays that you used the first 7 weeks. That's on film. That's not secret. That's out there. So you can at least use that. Why they're not even using that? Again, I understand not using something that they haven't seen. Great. Don't do it. But at least run the same offense or some of the same plays and some of the same concepts and some of the same motions that you ran in the first 6, 7 weeks. And they're not even doing that. They have dummied it down completely to where it's a totally 100% vanilla offense. A bunch of curls and hooks and just a bunch of little 5 to 7 yard digs and out routes. Just a bunch of stop routes is what I call them. You just run and stop and turn around. Way too much of that. There's no creativity. Again, you don't have to show anything that you haven't shown, but at least run the shit that you've already ran that's already on film and that they already have anyways. To me, you're still fighting for the 1 seed, the 2 seed. We got the 3 right now. So you're taking a chance of dumbing it down so fucking much that if your defense doesn't have a good day or your offense, while dumbing it down, has a bad day, a pick six, maybe 2 pick sixes, a fumble recover for a TD, and you're taking the chance of losing and losing seeding. And that makes no sense to me. Again, if you want to hide shit that you haven't shown, great. Hide it. Don't show it. But the shit that you've already fucking shown, run that shit. It was working the first 6, 7 weeks, and now you just went away from it. And I understand also that the defense is starting to adjust to kill him more, and some of that shit you can't run. They're forcing him to run different shit. I get that. And that's to my next point. I do think they have figured this out a little bit. That's what I think. It's more than us dumbing it down. I think they have figured it out, which is fine. All offenses get figured out. But the key is to adjust to what they're doing. We are not adjusting, or if we are adjusting, we're adjusting and it's not working. We got to figure out something else. Like the wide receiver screens, they got to get the fuck rid of that. Like I said, I don't like them anyways, but I really don't like them when they don't fucking work. And I even hate them more when they don't work and you run 5 or 6 of them a game. It makes no fucking sense to me. So we got to, offense just got to get better overall from top to bottom. Again, Dak played well. Like I said, great, no, but he played well. Some people have a bad opinion on him. And if you have a bad opinion on him, it probably came 5, 6 years ago, and you're not going to let it go. And fuck it, I'm not going to deal with you. But yeah, did he make mistakes? That one play where he assumed CeeDee Lamb got the block and he didn't, and he got lost the fumble. That was on Dak. That was a bad play call. I don't like the play call, but at the same time, I mean, it wasn't a great block by CeeDee Lamb. But again, he's a receiver on a linebacker, and Dak has to assume that probably is not going to go well for CeeDee Lamb. And he didn't even take a chance to even look back just a second to see where he was at. That was bad awareness. But again, I'm not knocking Dak. All quarterbacks makes mistakes. But right now, Dax is getting overblown because of how he's played the past 4 or 5 weeks. But I'm here to tell you, he didn't play bad today. When you finish with the positive EPA and the positive CPOE with the fucking drops and the fucking amount of fucking wide receiver screens that you have, that's pretty fucking good day. About the defense, this is the thing going into the playoffs. This defense is playing great, and I'm taking nothing away from them. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do to the offenses they've been playing. but they're not going to be facing these offenses in the playoffs. All right. I don't think they're going to make Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers make them look like they made Taylor Heineke, uh, fucking Glennon, and fucking numbnuts for fucking the Saints. I don't see that happening. So this offense will carry us. We will not. This team will go as far as this offense will carry them. I know people are hoping our defense can carry us, and our defense is going to have a big part of us going as far as we go. But without this offense, this defense cannot carry this team in the playoffs. They cannot go up against a Tom Brady led team and an Aaron Rodgers led team and expect to do what they've done the past 3 weeks. Them teams are going to score points, and them teams are going to be efficient. And our offense has got to get better. Again, this team will go as far as this offense carry them. This ain't the fucking 2015 Denver Broncos or the 2000 Ravens. That's not going to happen. There's a reason why there's only a few teams that you can mention, because it's just rare it happens. We can hope, because right now, as our offense looks, that's the hope that we're going to have that their defense is going to carry it. But that's a lot of hope. You can shit in one hand and hope in another one, and you're going to fill up with shit first. But yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. Dak played well. Wide receivers, play calling, not good. First time I took notes. I want to make sure I get everything. I usually don't take notes, but I did on this one. Usually because I'm live and I have somebody else with me bouncing shit off me, and they'll remember if I forget. Didn't have time to go live tonight. I'm on a time restraint here, so I had to do a little short video. I didn't have time to go live. If I have the chat and people talking back to me, I'm going to be on there for 2 hours. Defense played good. Offense needs to improve. Dak played good. Wide receivers, play call need to improve. Offensive line needs to improve. But yeah, like I said, if y'all can watch this offense and think, yeah, I'm not worried, then you're a better person than me, because I'm worried. Like I said, I'm not full 100% panic button yet, but I'm about 80-85% panic button. It's getting close to where it's about time for it to straighten up, and it doesn't look like it's straightening up. It does not look like it's been even close to fix, except Dak. Dak did look better today. But yeah, I just keep seeing well, we still got 3 weeks left, and like I said, when is that going to end and change? But we only have 3 weeks left. So there you go. That's it. Hope you enjoyed. Hit the like if you did. If you didn't enjoy, hit the dislike. I'm good either way. Like I said, don't forget about the code Rocket15 on Twister Gorilla. Follow me at Dallas Cowboys Uncensored on all platforms. Rocket, you can follow her at Chains Moving. But y'all enjoy y'all's day. And like I said, a win is a win. A win is a win. And let me also say this before I leave. We have won 3 games in a row. Not only 3 games, we've won 3 road games in a row. And 2 of them being division games. That's good. No matter how much I'm negative on the offense, I'm not taking that away from what this team's done. It's just this defense has done it. And this offense, they've done it in spite of the offense. And that's what scares me, because at the end of the day, once we get to the playoffs, this team will go as far as this offense will. And if this offense is playing like it is right now, I'm sorry, fellas, this team isn't going very far. We'll probably win the first round, the wild card round, just because who we get. That depends on who we get. But the second round, it's going to be tough. If this offense keeps this shit up. But hey, let's hope they clean it up. They only have 3 weeks left, or they still have 3 weeks left. Either way you want to look at it, they got to get the shit cleaned up. Again, hope y'all enjoy. Hit the like, dislike, and I will see y'all Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Rocket Moves the Chains. Y'all enjoy y'all's night, and go Cowboys.